My name is Eric Collins. My partner is Danielle Laurie. This is the middle day of a three-day weekend. And wow, yesterday was fantastic. Two wonderful games, both well pitched, both well played. But Danielle, I think you'd agree that the team of the day yesterday was Team Hayward.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. And I know we talked the storyline of will some team be able to beat Cat? And yesterday, Team Hayward stepped up to the challenge. And they were ready to rock right from the first pitch. And you got to love the fact Sahvanna Jaquish had 2 home runs off of Cat Osterman. And Cat Osterman's teammate Haley McClinney had a bomb. So 3 bombs that they were able to have. Their attitude is contagious. We'll continue to see if they can keep up that type of momentum.
Hi, I'm Maybelle Blair. I'm a professional baseball player from the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, and I'm so happy for the Athletes Unlimited. No telling where we'll go.
93 years of age, and Maybelle Blair has still got it going on.
Lots of swagger. I love it. I just loved all of that. It can almost make me tear up. And that pitch, I mean, she was really going hard. I hope she warmed up.
Can't complain about the weather today. 70 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. It's going to be fun. All right, Randy Hannigan gets the ball for Team Reed. This will be her 4th start. Played at Texas State collegiately. Her pitching coach was Cat Osterman. That story's been told. Hannigan trying to find her form here with Athletes Unlimited.
She's 0-1 on the season with a 12.71 ERA, and that's a little high, I think, for her. The importance of coming in and really just finding that strike zone right off the bat is going to be important for her to have success.
Victoria Hayward, the captain, leads things off. First pitch called strike 1. A couple of hits yesterday for Hayward, stole the base. Batting average of .441. Flipped in the air, and a flippin' makes the play. 2 pitches, 1 out. Now Hannigan will be working to one of the best defensive catchers in the world, Aubrey Monroe. Left side of the infield for Team Reed is exceptional. Sanchez and Flippin. You got Clifton and Chittister on the right side with Reed, Becker, and Jackson in the outfield. Left fielder Janie Reed is the captain this week. Team Reed. Here's Jaquish. She was riding that magic carpet yesterday, floating on air. 2 homers against Cat Osterman. That's, got to look in the history books to see if that's ever been done before. 6 homers in 10 games. By far and away the leaders in the power category is Jaquish. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The importance of, if you're attacking her as a pitcher, you got to know she's hot, she's feeling it, have to work on quality spots.
Two and 1. Yeah, yesterday Jaquish had 260 total points. She got 110 points for her team winning innings in the game. She got 60 MVP points and 90 stat points thanks to her 2 home runs. She moved up 7 full spots on the leaderboard. She was 15th to begin the day. She is now 8th in points.
Well, and then you think about when you win those innings, every single inning that you win, your team receives 10 points. So a total of 70 points in a 7-inning game can be won, as well as if you win a game, that's 50 points. So it also kind of helped scoot her up the leaderboard with those points as well.
Down the left field line, it is foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to the locked-in Sahvanna Jaquish. Always play 6 games throughout the course of the week. 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday, 2 games Monday. Right smack dab in the middle of our week. Again, Jaquish hits it hard. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hannigan trying to sneak something past.
And that's what makes Jaquish so good. It's just she battles and finds a way to push this count and go full, swing at pitches that are close, but also has such a great eye where she leaves a pitch like that.
Full count pitch. Again, hammered foul. Trying to get something past Jaquish nowadays is like trying to get a piece of cheese past a mouse. She seems locked in. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Haley McClenny waiting on deck. Tremendous work by Jaquish, and she's aboard. Now this is the inaugural season with Athletes Unlimited. And the champion's name will be inscribed live in the Book of Unlimited during the closing ceremony. Pretty cool. Here's Haley McClenny. 2 more hits for her yesterday, including a homer. Fun to watch her hit. Spins away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Last week, Haley McClenny was with Team Reed and found herself getting drafted pretty high by the captain, Victoria Hayward.
Line drive into center field. Solid single for McClenny. So 2 aboard with 1 out.
It's just a little off-speed pitch. She's able to stay on plane with some of the best barrel control that I've seen in this game. Even as she does get fooled with the change and her weight is a tad bit forward, she's just able to barrel that up right back up the middle.
Here's Taylor Edwards. Yesterday she was behind the plate catching. Today getting half of the day off. She is the DP. Swinging first pitch and lifting it foul and out of play. 1 for 3 yesterday for Edwards with a double. Got the batting average over 300. And she got drilled right in the shoulder. That'll load the bases with 1 out.
Just trying to go inside with that screwball. Just kind of misses, gets that elbow guard. Hannigan finding herself in a little bit of trouble here. Bases loaded. We all know Samantha Shao and what she does with bat flip and all that, and she's coming up, bases loaded, 1 down.
This player conference presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. Now, Shao has not thrown the bat like we have seen her as a collegian, but she said she just hasn't had a no doubt about it homer yet. Today there is some wind out to left field, 12 miles per hour, so she could feel a no doubt about it shot if she actually gets good contact in the batter's box. And this could be the inaugural bat flip. We shall see. Yeah, the wind, 12 miles an hour. Maybe a factor. 0-1 to Shao. Currently 28th in total points, 28 out of 57. Good pitch. Nothing Shao could do with it. 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. You got Jaquish at third, McClenny at second, Edwards at first. Shao stays alive.
That's a good pitch by Hannigan. 1-2 count, just spinning that curveball off. That's really the difference that I've seen so far from the games yesterday is the pitchers are locating better than they have the rest of the 3 weeks. They're hitting good spots, 1-2. They're not putting anything too sweet. especially knowing these hitters are able to hit a ball to a ball and a half off the plate.
Pushes her off the plate. 2-2. Early opportunity for Team Hayward. Yesterday, runs were at a premium. We had a 2-1 game, and we had a 4-1 game. So a combined 8 runs in 14 innings of work. See the numbers for Shao. First week here, Shao was a monster. Majority of her MVP points came during that first week. Chased the pitch up high out of the zone, and that is a massive strikeout for Hannigan. 2 down.
That's huge, just climbing the ladder, 2-2, way up out of the zone, perfect placement. It's the first time she attacked Shao up in the zone, so if you're hitting, anything that you see up in your eyes looks like a cookie, something you can take out of here.
Here's Kelsey Stewart. Last hook for Team Hayward in the first inning. Stewart took the collar yesterday, 0 for 3. Member of Team USA after an All-American career at Florida. 5 hits so far for Stewart in 9 games. Little flare, that's going to be trouble. A lot of English flipping, nowhere to go, and it scores a run. That was perfectly placed right behind the pitcher, and it scores a run.
Well, and this is just a little bleeder, has so much spin on it. Obviously flipping, even getting that ball has no shot at Stewart. He's found the perfect placement.
That's the first run batted in for Stewart on the season. Next in line, Abby Ramirez. Just amazing numbers with Abby Ramirez. She has won 9 of the 10 games in which she's been involved. She started every game that she's played. And she's affected winning. She's a winning player. But she doesn't have a lot of numbers next to her. She only has 3 hits. All of them have been singles. But because of the way that her teams has won, you see those 94 win points, just the 80 stat points, she's 15th out of 57 players on the leaderboard. Just amazing.
I don't know what she's gifting people to get on those winning teams, but it's pretty
her.
impressive.
She's the glue. Softly right back to Hannigan, and the side is retired. Hannigan leaves him loaded. Team Hayward, a 1-0 lead over Team Reed, bottom of the first inning. Team Reed heading to the bat rack. Let's take a look at their lineup, brought to you by Geico. Barnhill's first pitch, 68 miles per hour, down low, ball 1.
Yeah, and Barnhill, the hardest thrower in this league, can get that 2-seam fastball going anywhere from 69 to 72 miles an hour. I'm watching her last weekend. She was playing with Team Osterman, and I thought she had a pretty good performance. She completed a game, and you see her 1-0 on the year, 6.35 ERA. But got some good innings in last weekend. She was struggling, was finding herself not even at times being able to get out of innings. So I think her being able to play with Kat last weekend probably helped with the words of wisdom I'm sure Kat had passed down to her with some things. And the hard part at times of transitioning from college into the professional game is just the elite level of where these hitters are at is so different. You cannot make mistakes. If you do, you pay for it, but location over anything.
Barnhill goes full count to the first batter. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Becker played at Ole Miss. Real softball renaissance at Ole Miss while she was there. Nice pitch by Barnhill, took something off, and Becker is out number 1. Barnhill working hand in hand with Sahvanna Jaquish. Jaquish behind the plate. She hasn't played a lot of catcher so far this summer, but she's there right now. Urtez Ramirez left side of the infield with Stewart and Shaw on the right. 3 speedsters who can all go get it. Hayward, McClenny, and Penley in the outfield. Didn't mean to there. Big smile for Kelly Barnhill. Hey, it happened to Kat Osterman last night. It's going to happen to everyone.
I think you're just more embarrassed in the moment. I've done it too, and you're just like, oh, I hope no one saw, but literally everyone just saw.
Amanda Chittister, chitty chitty bang bang, looking for her first homer. .281 batting average, 9 hits and 32 at bats. Out of Detroit, Michigan. Graduated from Michigan in 2012. The 2012 Big Ten Player of the Year. That was 8 springs ago. High pop. Will it stay in the field to play? It will not.
I feel like there's definitely a different kind of pressure that she's feeling, right? I mean, she was the MVP of the MPF last year, made Team USA, has trained her butt off to be in the shape and position she's in. Yet she's not impressing me in this league to the extent she should. She should be in the top 3.
Hard line drive, but an atom ball right to Nicole Penley.
She doesn't seem like a player that should not have a home run yet. That's all I'm saying.
So 2 down, a strikeout and a line out. Hannah Flippin next in line. Rare game for her yesterday. Didn't get a hit, went 0 for 3. Did reach on a walk. She had been hot last weekend. 3 games, 3 solo homers. One ball and 1 strike.
That last pitch Barnhill threw was a changeup. That's something that she has been really trying to work on, understanding that that will help her immensely. And everyone remembers Kelly Barnhill at Florida. I mean, she was a National Player of the Year, was one of the best players in college softball, obviously, but didn't win a national championship, which shocked me with how good she was. But I really think the difference for her is just not having that changeup. Hitting has gotten too elite and too great to the point where they can hit velo. They're not intimidated. You throw 70 on the hands, that's uncomfortable, but they're not intimidated. But if you can change speeds and throw 70, completely different approach that a hitter has to have against you.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hannah Flippin. Leads Athletes Unlimited and runs batted in. Top 3 in significant categories, homers and runs scored. Also is terrific defensively wherever she's aligned. We've seen her make fantastic plays at short. We've seen her turn terrific double plays as a second baseman. Always looks smooth no matter where she is. All right, 2 times here in this first inning, Barnhill has gone to 3 balls and 2 strikes on a batter.
When she's able to throw that ball 68 to 70 miles an hour, it's that 2-seam fastball, but at times she can have a tough time controlling it. But when you see her go lower in the zone, 65, 66, she's spinning the ball a little bit more.
On the ground, right to the third baseman. Urtez throws out her former college teammate.
Voting is huge, but just them getting to continue to connect on big time issues in the world is so important. And that's one of the things that a lot of these women have said, like they truly enjoy going to the field, hanging out, and learning about some pretty cool stuff.
1-0 lead, Team Hayward. They scored a run on an infield single by Stewart in the first inning. Now Anissa Urtez leads things off. She is the 8th batter in the lineup. It'll be Urtez, Nicole Penley, and Victoria Hayward. Hannigan misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Randy Hannigan was known as Randy Rupp as a college player. Hannigan has played professionally in National Pro Fast Pitch, played for the Cleveland Comets. She was actually convinced to try that and pursue it because of her collegiate pitching coach, Kat Osterman. Softly right side, Clifton. That's the first out of the second inning. Well, yesterday, 2 games and both were wonderful. It's a lot of fun to watch.
And as much, you know, it was obviously very cool what Hayward's team was able to do against Kat. But, I mean, you and I have talked about this a lot. I think just bringing Ocasio back brings a different type of momentum. It's huge. She's just that big impact player. And when you don't have her in the circle, it's tough.
Penley pops it up to the first sacker, Chittister, 2 down. Ball hasn't left the infield yet. All right, so one time through the lineup for Hannigan. This will be her second foray through it. Victoria Hayward, who led off the game by popping to the shortstop, grabs the bat. Hayward's got a couple of homers, but that's just part of her game. She leads the league in stolen bases. She's 6 for 6. She truly can do it all.
And you love that from your leadoff. You look at this, you have the leadoff for Team Canada and Victoria Hayward, and you also have Haley McClinney, who's the leadoff for Team USA, and both those players are very similar in the sense of can drop that bunt, but add a lot of value with putting pressure on the defense. You can also drop bombs.
Only Kat Osterman with more points than Hayward. We have one more full week of action here with Athletes Unlimited. Three balls and a strike. Already 40 pitches for Hannigan. And the walk is issued, so that'll be 10 points for Victoria Hayward. Get 10 points for working a walk. Hayward has 20 points so far today. She got the 10-point walk, and her team won the first inning, and everyone on her team gets 10 points for winning an inning. That's one of the things that makes this league so special, this unique scoring system. We're actually going to talk to one of the brains about the scoring system when we talk to John Patrikoff in a bit. Lazy fly ball right side, one pitch, and Jaquish is retired. Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the second inning. Team Hayward on top of Team Reed, 1-0. This is going to be a special half inning. We're going to talk to the captain of Team Hayward, two-time captain now, Victoria Hayward. She is out in left field. And Victoria, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Hey, I want to know, you've been nothing but a center fielder for the first 3 weeks, and now you're the captain, and you chose to put yourself in left field with Haley McClinney in center. What was the thought process?
I did. I have played a lot of left field and I've just played a lot of corner outfield in my life, so I feel very comfortable in any of the outfield positions, but Haley McClinney is, in my opinion, the best center fielder in the world. So I knew when I drafted her I was going to have to boot myself, but it's been so fun to play with her, and we're having a great time out here.
Vic, give yourself a little more credit. But I want to say, this is your second time being captain. What have you learned the second time through that you wish you would have known the first time?
Yeah, that's a great question. I learned I needed more pitching my first time through, so I love that I was able to grab Wags with the first pick, because she's someone that can really go 7 innings 2 times a weekend, which is great. And then just hitters that are elite hitters consistently. I love Halo and SJ. I think that they're two of the best hitters in the game, so I don't even know how I was able to grab both of them, but just crafting our offense to be high average, but also the ability to leave the park and kind of be game changers. Good job, Kelly!
Wonderful
Yes,
start.
Cal!
Barnhill strikes out Sam Fisher to begin our second inning.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, Victoria, curious, you seem to have a lot of fun with every team that you're on, and being a captain, I think that makes a difference. What's the story with that blue piping around the dugout entrance?
So in our lockers, they started noting the captains with kind of that boa, and Kat's locker has some stars on it. And so I actually forgot my sunglasses, and I didn't know if I was going to need them, so I asked Kelly to go in and grab them for me, and she came out with the boa. And as a PEC member, I was like, oh my gosh, is this allowed? Okay, are we going to get in trouble? But Kelly was so excited. I was like, you know what? We're doing it, Kel. Get it everywhere. Like, make the dugout look great. And it's just, our dugout's crazy. We're having so much fun. And so I think it's just like, it's just the exclamation point on the Blue Angels right now.
Yeah, I have to ask about yesterday. That was pretty incredible. You guys you were obviously having so much fun, but you and I even talked the day before where you said, I think our team stands a good shot at beating Kat. Obviously, you got to beat her, but why did you guys feel that way?
Honestly, when I was drafting the team, obviously that's the goal. We want to beat Kat, but I just set the tone early. I was like, hey, if you're not thinking we're going 3-0, or if you think we're not competing against Kat and winning that game, like, get out of the Zoom room. So I just feel like we set the tone, and every single person that I drafted absolutely believed it. And so we just knew, Abby, yeah, Stu. We just knew that it was something we could do, and we were talking about it the entire time. We were going 3-0, no questions asked.
We're joined now with Victoria Hayward, going all access, presented by Sparta Science. As a captain, I got a question for you. You've got a wonderful defense. We've been in love with Anissa Urtez as a shortstop so far through the first 3 weeks. You chose to play here at third. What was the thought process?
Yeah, during the week, Kelly and SJ were throwing a bullpen together, and Kelly threw live to some of our hitters, and I thought they just had such a great connection. I could see it. Kelly was throwing really well. They, I believe, had some experience on Team USA together, so they were very comfortable with each other, and I think that's so important for pitchers, just getting somebody behind the plate that really vibes with them. And so I knew for the game I wanted Kelly to start. I wanted to put her in the best position to be successful. And Anissa is such a great third baseman. Abby's been playing killer shortstop, and then we had Stewie as a corner, but she has played a ton of second base in her career. So once I saw them throw together and really connect, I knew that this is what I wanted, and we had the defense to be able to accommodate that, which is cool.
Vic, I know your beautiful mama is probably watching this. If you want to give her a little shout out to your parents.
Yes, Mom, Dad, I love you. Thank you for always believing in me, and I think they might be AU's #1 fans, no doubt.
Fantastic stuff. Victoria, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, all right. She's a great player. She may even talk about her game that she plays, though. That's hard to do, but she's really fun. I'm glad we had a chance to do that. Good job by Barnhill. She has retired the first two. She's battled. She's going to a full count here with Janie Reed. It's the third time among the first 6 batters of the game for Barnhill that she's gone to a full count. Barnhill hasn't allowed a base runner. Called strike 3. That's now 3 strikeouts for Barnhill. He is the CEO and co-founder of Athletes Unlimited, and John, just incredible. It's been 4 weeks, and we kind of waited to do this to make sure that things were still going well, but they've gone fantastically. Your thoughts on getting this thing up and running while the world deals with a pandemic?
Well, Eric, Danielle, thanks a lot. It has been an incredible 4 weeks so far, and there are a lot of thanks to go around. I mean, you have to start with the people here in the village of Rosemont, and Mayor Stevens has just been an incredible partner. And then, what's so unique in these types of times is you have to thank the Medical Advisory Board and Dr. Caroline Choi, who's really helped us put in place this plan and then execute it and keep everyone safe and healthy. And that's really been the most important thing. But of course, it's been incredible to see the play on the field and then to see how much the players have really enjoyed it off the field, and just been great feedback all around. So we couldn't be more pleased.
John, in Haley Wagner's interview after the game yesterday, she said that AU's been the best experience of her life. Obviously, that's amazing. But when you hear something like that, what does that mean?
It means so much. I mean, it's almost a year ago. I get goosebumps thinking about it. Back in October of last year, Haley and Victoria Hayward and Gwen Svekis came to New York. Sherry Kemp, who's been an incredible partner and helped put this together since the beginning, set up this meeting, and the players flew in, and we shared with them at the time our idea around Athletes Unlimited. And at that point in time, no players had been signed. We weren't even 100% sure we were going to go forward with softball. And we met with them, and after that meeting, we knew that this was a real opportunity. And so to come full circle almost 12 months later and hear Haley say that, she put a lot of trust in us, and they're really a big part of the whole planning of this league from the beginning. We've worked together hand in hand with the players throughout the past year. We've met with them weekly. We probably talk daily, and they deserve a huge shout out, because they're the ones who've really helped create Athletes Unlimited. And myself and Jonathan Soros, my fellow co-founder, the whole staff here, the team at Athletes Unlimited has obviously played a big role. But really, this has been player driven, and they've been partners with us since the beginning.
It's been fascinating to see how closely involved these players are. Obviously, it's something that you feel strongly in. And this isn't just a one-off. It's not just going to be softball. Athletes Unlimited is about so much more. Can you give people at home a sense of what's going to be coming in the months and years to come?
Yeah, so it's a network of professional sports leagues. We've already announced a partnership with USA Volleyball, and we will be launching Athletes Unlimited in volleyball in February of 2021. So we're very excited to kick off that season. We've got 35 of 44 athletes signed on for volleyball, including a number of Olympians. Jordan Larson, who's been a really integral part of the whole planning effort, and then the entire team there. Everyone's really excited about volleyball, and then there are more sports to come, so I encourage everyone to stay tuned. We are hard at work on our third league. We're not ready to kind of share the details publicly, but that's part of the whole vision, is kind of create this great network of leagues across sport. I don't really think that's ever been done before, and I think it's going to be really powerful when you get these athletes, not just from softball, not just from volleyball, from a whole host of sports, and we just think there's a real power in the collective.
John, you've obviously been around and you've dealt with so many different people and things and big ideas, and you dream big dreams, which I think is fantastic. But you just mentioned partnerships. Partnerships are huge in what you've been able to accomplish, as you almost got yourself a home run.
I wanted to run for that one. I mean, that
Oh my goodness, Samantha Shaw almost gave it to you, and you got the ball now.
We talked about that before the inning. I love it. I love it.
Oh man, what were you saying? I forgot the question.
I totally understand. No, we were just talking about partnerships. Partnerships obviously are so important in your line of work and trying to get things moving forward in this day and age. And it seems as if there are some fantastic partnerships here with Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reality, is that it takes the athletes, it takes the whole staff, but you can't get anything like this off the ground. Nothing succeeds in pro sports or in business generally without a great group of partners, and everyone's been able to see, I'm looking out here and you see Geico and Carvana, and of course Nike's come on board and been a really terrific partner to us all along. And then there are so many other partners that we put together. We're really proud of our association with Girl Scouts, and we're proud of our association with Little League and a whole host of others. And so much of kind of what Athletes Unlimited is about is everyone at home gets to see, on TV and on ESPN, all of the, you get to see all of the action on the field, but off the field, there's just been incredible activities.
So far, so good for Team Hayward. That home run by Samantha Shaw, giving them a 2-0 lead as we play the bottom of the third inning. So far, so good for Team Hayward. They all have 10 points because of inning wins, and this inning right now is going to be worth 20. They've already got a one-run lead. Because of the second inning being tied, the inning points, 10 of them, roll over into this third. So this inning is worth 20 points. Kaylee Clifton fouling out of play, 0-2. It'll be the bottom third of the lineup for Team Reed. Clifton, Monroe, and Jackson batting against Kelly Barnhill. Barnhill struck out 3. Make it 4. She has struck out 4 of the first 7 batters she has faced.
I just need to talk a little bit about Barnhill. When she has 3 out of the 4 Ks that are backwards Ks, just means her stuff is looking so good, and she is really just getting these hitters caught off guard like crazy. But for me, it's just a spot on location of her fastball. She's able to get that 69 miles an hour underneath the hitter's hands, as well as going into those lefties. And that's not something that she's been able to do specifically great the last couple weeks. But man, she is looking straight fire today.
Tim Walton special here. A couple of Florida Gators working against each other. Barnhill and Aubrey Monroe. Monroe has come alive in recent weeks, batting average up to 267 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. Known for her great defense, but her offense has been pretty good.
And you see that last pitch coming in at 61 miles an hour, and the way Monroe swung at it was as if that was a changeup, because it is. She was able to just take a little something off it, and it just shows that difference in speeds of 8 miles an hour can mean a lot.
Little flipper, and it's made by the shortstop Ramirez. So soft contact. 2 down. Barnhill's retired 8 in a row. The only batter to get the ball out of the infield was Amanda Chittister back in the first inning. Chitty hit it hard, but lined out right to the right fielder. Here's the number 9 hitter, Jasmine Jackson. 20 inning points on the line. Jackson had a hustle double yesterday, went 1 for 3. Second baseman Stewart with the backhand, and Jackson is retired. It'll be the bottom third of the order for Team Hayward. Ramirez, Urtez, and Penley batting against Hannigan. Ramirez, humpback liner to the pitcher, her first time up. 13th out of 57 players on the leaderboard is Abby Ramirez. Ball and a strike.
You see that last pitch. It's a screwball. That's one of Hannigan's favorite pitches. She's able to locate that. It'll go into a righty, away from a lefty with a little bit of tail away into the hands.
Hannigan gave up a run in the first inning. Could have been a lot worse. The bases were loaded. Only gave up 1 run, and it came on an infield single to Kelly Stewart. Then gave up a solo home run with 2 outs an inning ago to Samantha Shaw. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 for Hannigan. Starts with Monday Night Countdown at 6. First ball swinging, Urtez. Lazy fly to right field. 2 up and 2 down here in the 4th inning. Nicole Penley takes called strike 1. Penley popped out to the first baseman Chittister in the 2nd inning. Former national champion at Oklahoma, playing for Patty Gasso. High pop up, home run in a phone booth. Catch made by Flippin.
really loved, obviously, Barnhill today. I feel like it's the best I've seen her look in a really long time. She looks just confident, hitting good spots. She also plays over in that Taiwan league. I was talking with Tori Vidalis the other day, and they said when this is done, they're both heading back over there to go play in that league together.
3-1 to Becker. Fly ball into the left. Hayward staggered a bit. There's some sun out there and a lot of wind, and she's able to make the play.
And I love that. When you throw the ball as hard as Kelly Barnhill, you need to own the inside part.
Here's Amanda Chittister. She put the best swing on Barnhill so far in today's game. Smoked the ball to right, but directly at Nicole Penley. That was the closest that anyone has come to getting a base hit against Barnhill. Into left field, off the end of the bat. Didn't get all of it, and Hayward with the squeeze. That means they're going to have 3 full days off. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in a bubble in Orlando. Ooh. Two down. Nobody on. Hannah flipping. 2 balls, no strikes. What do you read into the fact that of the 4 strikeouts for Barnhill, 3 of them have been looking?
It just means that they're really guessing. And that's the difference between the fact that she throws a 2-seam fastball, but rise balls as well, and the low rise. And I think that at times can be difficult to decipher the difference between all 3 of those pitches. Is she going to go way up with the rise, or is she just going to go straight fastball, or even that little bit of low rise can be difficult as a hitter. So clearly she's feeling everything, which I could not be more excited about for her, because, you know, as a pitcher, it hurts my heart when I see those pitchers struggle out there, and I want them always to do well. And it's the first time I've really seen her just set foot in the circle and just kind of have that confidence. And you know what, Eric, I believe that a lot of it comes from yesterday's victory. Like when you play that well and as a team, you're really feeling it, you continue to pass that momentum.
Line in left field. Hayward. Did she? Yes, she did. Oh, wow. Defensive play of the game. A crown jewel for Crown Victoria. Just tremendous out in left field. Top of the 5th inning, 2-0 lead, Team Hayward.
Makes that clutch catch.
Hayward in the batter's box for the 3rd time. She's 0 for 1, drew a walk her last time up. It'll be Hayward, Jaquish, and McClenny against Hannigan. Popped in the air, shallow left field. Finds a spot. And on for the 2nd consecutive time is Hayward. Remember, she can run very well. Well, fans want to get even closer to the game. Become a member of the Unlimited Club to cast votes for player MVPs, get access to our members-only dugout chat and bullpen cam, and interact with top point leaders after draft each week in members-only meet-and-greet sessions. Learn more about the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com and clicking Unlimited Club in the upper right of the page.
And one of the perks I love about that Unlimited Club is they get to help vote for MVPs, which I think is pretty cool. After every single game, all the athletes get together and they vote who they think the MVP may be. MVP 1 is 60, MVP 2 is 40, and MVP 3 is 20. And it doesn't necessarily have to be on a winning team. Could be, you know, Victoria Hayward making a great catch like that, or however these women want to vote.
And a pitching change. A little bit of a surprise considering how good Hannigan was pitching, but it is her third time through the order. And Team Reed decides to bring in Carissa Hovinge. So Hovinge will come on and pitch with a runner on at first base and nobody out.
And I think that's a smart move, Eric. What I've seen a lot of, besides a couple pitchers, there's been some that tend to start to have difficulty that third time through the lineup. So I think it's important to just make that change right away. Obviously, Hayward gets on base, but we know how dangerous Sahvanna Jaquish is coming up. If I was Hannigan, I wouldn't want to face her for the third time. I like this switch up. And Carissa Hovinge tends to leave the ball down in the zone. She's primarily drop ball pitcher.
So Hovinge inherits the runner on at first. Her Canadian national team member, Victoria Hayward. Hayward and Hovinge are part of Team Canada that's qualified for next summer's Olympics. It's Sahvanna Jaquish. Jaquish hit 2 homers in yesterday's win, both of them off of Kat Osterman. Leads the league in homers with 6. Called strike 1. With power like Jaquish at the plate, do you think that Hayward maybe will drop an anchor and not try and steal second base?
Well, since she's the captain, that's up to her. She can do whatever she wants.
And one of the best throwers in the league, maybe the best throwing catcher in the league, Aubrey Monroe, is behind the plate. So it's not going to be a cakewalk getting to second base for Hayward. One ball and 1 strike to Jaquish.
I think Victoria Hayward knows that. I mean, people respect Monroe's arm. She is one of the best defensive catchers in the game. Just throws rockets right down to 2.
High drive, deep left field, no doubt about it. Good golly, Miss Molly. Third homer in 2 games for Jaquish. It's a 2-run bomb, and the lead is now 4. She is locked in. 7th homer of the year for Sahvanna Jaquish.
Wow. Just crushed. This was coming in at 62 miles an hour, but what I love, 70 miles an hour exit velocity on this bad boy. Just absolutely carries, no doubter, of course. Clearly, Sahvanna Jaquish is feeling it, folks.
RBIs 13 and 14. She now has 16 hits in 33 at-bats with 7 homers. McClenny hits it hard to right field. It's blocked by Jackson, and it'll be a hustle double. McClenny, 2 bases. So an inauspicious start for Hovinge. She gives up the homer and now the double.
I'm still wondering how Victoria Hayward was able to get Sahvanna Jaquish and McClenny together. I mean, these two on a team are insane, as well as McClenny's speed. I mean, she's a strength and conditioning coach, which is something that I love about her. So powerful, so fast, solid leadoff for Team USA, but batting here in the 3-hole.
Taylor Edwards next in line. Yeah, what a draft for Hayward. She got McClenny in the 2nd round and Jaquish in the 3rd. And she got Haley Wagner, who was the star among stars yesterday, in the 1st round.
Kind of seems like Victoria Hayward was the #1 getting to pick first based on her team.
Softly hit. Flippin on the outfield grass makes the play. That is the first out of the inning. Samantha Shaw last. Now, beat continues. We have had at least 1 home run in every game played here with Athletes Unlimited this summer. 21 games so far. And we've never not had a ball leave the yard. One down, runner on at second. Xiao's got 4 homers, 10 runs batted in. Softly right side, this one will drop right in front of Jackson with some spin. That's going to allow McClenny to score. Xiao to second, and she's out there. So a run and an out. It is now a 5-0 lead for Team Hayward. There are 2 outs and the bases are clear. It's going to be interesting to see how that is ruled.
This was just a little bleeder that found a hole, and it was that slight bobble by Jackson that allowed for McClenny to score, but it was the heads up next play.
So it's a single. We know that for Xiao. Give her 10 points. Stewart hits this one in the air, and it's caught by the second baseman, clipped inside, retired, but damage done. Five-0 lead for Team Hayward as we play the bottom of the 5th inning. The good folks down in Gainesville, Florida, smiling right now. Look at these former Gators in back-to-back days. Terrific pitching. First it was Alicia Ocasio. 7 innings, just 3 hits, had a no-hitter going into the 6th inning. And now Kelly Barnhill doing virtually the same thing. Barnhill has faced 12 batters. She's retired them all. She's got 4 strikeouts. Had some good defense behind her an inning ago. Diving catch by Victoria Hayward. Popped up. That's going to be a tough play. Late start for Hayward, and it drops. Wow. That's the first base hit allowed by Barnhill, and that hung in the air for a while.
It's like there was a magnet in that Bermuda Triangle type area. This ball had a lot of hang time. And I thought for a second for sure, but Victoria Hayward was way back. Obviously respecting Sam Fisher's power. And sometimes this is what happens. You got to tip your cap. If you're back in the warning track, knowing she can get you back there, she drops this in. Got to tip your cap.
On the ground, could be 2. To second for 1. Ramirez's throw, double play. The twin kill, Amanda Sanchez rounds into the double play, and the base is clear once again.
Right when you think you're starting off an inning with a runner on, no outs, you just roll a little 4-6-3 double play, making it look easy. Kelsey Stewart with the quick turn, toss to Ramirez. Solid transfer out by a mile.
Second consecutive game in which Sanchez has grounded into a double play. Janie Reed, the captain, struck out looking to end the 2nd inning. Currently 4th in points. 4 out of 57. Into center field. McClenny has a beat on it and makes the play. Haley McClenny makes the play, and the side is retired. Cruising along, top of the 6th inning, 5-0 lead for Team Hayward. Yu Darvish on the bump. Emily Crane comes off the bench. Emily Crane will bat in place of Abby Ramirez here to begin our 6th inning. Former Missouri Tiger. Had the warm feeling of victory yesterday for the first time. She was the lone player here at Athletes Unlimited who had never won a game through the first 3 weeks. Flip in, throws out Crane, 1 down. Let's take a look at our in-game leaderboard brought to you by Geico. Kelly Barnhill needed it. 110 points for her. Sahvanna Jaquish, Samantha Xiao, both with homers, both with 100 points. McClenny not too far behind, and the captain, Victoria Hayward, always gets her share of points.
Well, and how it works for the pitchers, for every single out recorded, doesn't matter, strikeout, fly out, ground out, you're getting +4 points. So if you're getting 21 outs in a game, you times that by 4, and that's where you're at. But you also have to remember -10 for every single earned run that is given. So Points can be taken away very quickly with those earned runs.
Cortez, I didn't think she got hit, but clearly she did as she crumples to the ground. She's got the shin guard on her left leg. Well, I'll give her 10 points at least. You get hit with a pitch, 10 points, and she jogs down to first base.
And Hovey throws this little drop ball, and it just hits the top of her foot, and that hurts. You're not wearing a covering.
Oh, yeah,
that
hit
hurts.
the right foot. So with one out, a runner on at first, Nicole Penley, the batter. Penley, the bunt. Oh my goodness, Monroe not able to make the play. This could be two though. They need to make the tag, and they do! An unusual double play! What a double play turn, and the side is retired. Five nothing is our score. Bottom of the sixth inning. Team Reed trying to get something going against Kelly Barnhill. Barnhill through 5 innings has faced the minimum. Allowed a leadoff single to Sam Fisher an inning ago, but a double play erased Fisher. That was unusual. Clifton was hit with a bouncing ball. Still counts as a hit batsman, and Clifton is aboard. All starts Monday. Monday Night Countdown, 6 p.m. Sammy Fagan, the batter. Fagan batting for Aubrey Monroe. Takes a good strike. Nope, it's just outside. 2-0. Team Reed running out of time. They're trying to figure something out here in the sixth inning with only 6 more outs to work with.
You see Sahvanna Jaquish calling timeout. Kelsey Stewart coming in as well. It's kind of respecting the speed, knowing Clifton can steal.
And Barnhill hasn't walked anyone through the first 5 innings. You don't want to start doing it with a 5-run lead in the 6th. Pours one over. 3-1. Back to the screen. So this inning begins with a hit batsman and then a walk.
And that's not a comfortable 3-1 pitch to be throwing. I mean, and the facilitator, Christian Conrad, coming out. I think they're going to make a change, or at least talk about it. Because you're right. I mean, you walk the lead off, or hit by pitch, excuse me, and then clearly walk the lead off where you're not even close. Just have to find a way here, understanding it's a 5-0, but you want to be careful with not letting anything get out of hand too quickly.
Fans want to get even closer to the game. Become a member of the Unlimited Club to cast votes for player MVPs, get access to our members-only dugout chat and bullpen cam, and interact with top point leaders after the draft each week in members-only meet and greet sessions. Learn more about the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com and clicking Unlimited Club in the upper right of the page. This is Joey Lai pinch hitting for Jasmine Jackson, and Lai bunts it foul.
And Joey Lai, a member of the Canadian national team, kind of a bunt specialist. Will usually bat in that 2 spot or 9 hole with Team Canada, so she knows when she needs to get that bunt down, the importance of that. Obviously, with runners on first and second here, you want to put both of them in scoring position.
Joey Lai played both softball and hockey at Williams. Two-sport star at the Division III level. High pop right field. It's going to be playable. Nicole Penley makes the catch, tagging from second, and going to third goes Clifton. So Lye at least is able to advance one of the runners, and that's the first out here in the 6th inning. And now, Danielle, it will be the 3rd time through the order for Barnhill. Kylan Becker, very familiar with Barnhill from their days in the SEC, will face her for the 3rd time this afternoon. Strike one call.
And it just shows how well she's throwing it based on her pitch count. I mean, 68 pitches thrown, and we're already in the bottom of the 6th inning. That is efficient. Not throwing too many. And hitting good spots. I mean, I know I said it earlier, but she really, this is the best that I've seen Barnhill throw. She just looks fluid. Everything looks good. Mechanics look on point for hers, even though her mechanics are a little funky. It's her funky, and that's what makes her unique and great at her craft, but everything just looks to be flowing.
Into left field. Hayward makes the catch in foul territory, and Clifton cannot move. Hayward can really throw, and Clifton didn't want to chance it, has to remain at third. Big second out. We should mention that there are special incentives and rewards when a shutout is pitched by a particular team. Potential shutout, but a big out to get here. Here's Chittister. High drive deep to left field. This one is gone. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. First homer for her in 2020. Long time coming for one of the best hitters in the world. We got a ball game again.
And it's about time Chitty joining the home run club. I mean, this is just rise ball. If this is on her hands, it might be a little different, but it drifts over the plate, and that's just not going to cut it against Amanda Chittister. Stepping up in this situation is huge. 3-run home run has to feel so good, and you see her excitement. Finally.
A weight off her shoulders. So 3 runs allowed by Barnhill in the 6th inning. All of them have been earned. That means she loses 30 points. Tough break. She's pitched so well. But she hurt her cause with the leadoff hit batsman and then the walk. Makes life difficult.
And it always tends to happen like that. Just right out of the gate, if you get that leadoff on, things can at times spiral. And like you said, this is the 3rd time through the lineup. So these hitters are going to find ways to make those minor adjustments against Barnhill.
Hannah flipping 0 for 2. Into center field, sinking, and it drops in front of McClenny. Now all of a sudden we've got a really dicey situation because Sam Fisher can tie this with one swing of the bat.
And I think I'd be calling to the pen right now. I'd be making that change. They have Kamalani Dung on staff as well, who has been in the bullpen throwing, and we've seen her throw, and she's been doing a great job, and I think that's where their head's at, and why not, right? There's 2 outs. Bring her in this situation. Or maybe they're bringing in Samantha Shaw, excuse me.
And Hayward has come all the way in from her left field position, and she is feet away from the dugout, communicating with the facilitator. She has the choice of Shaw or Dung. And I think it is going to be Samantha Shaw. So Shaw, who had been over at first base, is now in the circle. At least that's what was announced.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised they're bringing in Shaw and not Kamalani Dung. I mean, there's 4 outs left that they need to seal the deal, and it's not taking away that Sam Shaw is a phenomenal pitcher, but she's definitely not pitching up to par with where she should be. And when I've seen Kamalani throw, she may be tiny, but she is mighty, and she's able to throw that ball pretty hard, and she's been consistent. You also see Haley Wagner that's heading to the bullpen as well to kind of get warmed up. But the hope right now is for Samantha Shaw to come in, focus on her job, get this out, and if you want to continue to use her in the bottom of the 7th, do that, or if not, you have enough time to potentially warm up a Haley Wagner to seal the deal.
Well, it's a package deal, not just Shaw coming in, but a brand new battery. Taylor Edwards is going to come in to catch Shaw. Sahvanna Jaquish, who had been behind the plate, is now going to be the first baseman replacing Shaw. Okay. So a 3-run 6th inning already. Flippin is on at first. And Sam Fisher, who homered in yesterday's games, actually was a 100-point swing for her. She got 40 points for the homer, and with the homer, her team, Team Reed, got 60 points because of all the rollover inning wins. So Fisher, who has got 4 homers on the year, make it 3 homers on the year. If she gets number 4, this game will be tied. Shaw's first pitch, way inside.
And Sam Fisher was just clutch yesterday. It happened in the bottom of the 7th inning. There was just momentum. She stepped up. Obviously, there was a no-hitter going, so that ended.
Shaw's first 2 pitches both miss.
And Sam Shaw has struggled a little bit in the circle, coming off of, you know, playing at Oklahoma State a couple years ago, having a lot of success, that great 2-way player. But just struggling a little bit, and it's been that drop ball after sitting down and talking with her. She goes, I had that at Oklahoma State in my back pocket. It was my best pitch, and I find myself having lost that. And if I don't have that at times, it's challenging.
Three and 1. Inning began when Clifton was hit with a pitch. Fagan came off the bench to pinch hit. She worked a walk. After Live flew out to right and Becker flew out to left, Amanda Chittister a 3-run homer. Hannah Flippin a single. 3-1. A 5-pitch walk to Fisher. The wheels have come off right now for Team Hayward. Hayward hasn't made too many mistakes as a captain. Right now, her team is teetering. Amanda Sanchez bounced into a double play last time up.
I think it's understanding that there's 2 outs, right? And you have runners on first and second, which means you can go to any of the bases. Whoever gets the ball in the infield can step on their base and help themselves out. I think this would be a different type feel if there was no outs.
0-2.
And I've missed seeing Taylor Edwards behind the dish. She was on Team Reed last weekend, and obviously, you know, Janie Reed plays with Aubrey Monroe on Team USA, so she was catching majority of the games for Team Reed. But Taylor Edwards behind the dish is just so calm, cool and collected, calls an amazing game.
Shaw, 1 ball, 2-strike pitch. Softly hit right side. Easy play for Stewart. We're in the 7th and final inning. Top of the order, the captain, Victoria Hayward, grabs a bat. She's been aboard twice. A single and a walk. She scored back in the 5th inning, part of that 3-run inning for her team. Born in Toronto, Ontario, raised in California, played collegiately in Seattle. Has been part of Team Canada since 2009 when she was a 16-year-old.
That's a long time without an Olympics. It's almost sad to think that she would have 2 under her belt if they were in 2012 and 2016.
Ball and 2 strikes. Shows you the level of love and commitment for the game of softball that Hayward has. Hovinge in the circle. Down the left field line. This one is foul. After Hayward, Jaquish and then McClenny. Probably the best 1-2-3 we have this weekend. Called strike 3. Good job of pitching there by Hovinge. Out number 1. Let's take a look at our AstroTurf Offensive Player of the Game. Jaquish was the first batter to face Hovinge back in that 5th inning when she came out of the pen in relief of Randy Hannigan. Greeted her rudely. Inching up that leaderboard. Jaquish has never been one of the 4 captains. That may change this week. Two and 1. Once the game ends, remember there are still points to be had. Everyone votes for MVPs. There are 3 of them. MVP 1, 2, and 3. With 60, 40, and 20 points going to those 3 MVPs.
Just shows what a day she's having. Obviously entering today in 8th place, but after her day she's been having, she's now in 4th.
Lifted in the air, right center field, hit well. Looking up. Oh my goodness, she's done it again. Another 2-homer game for Sahvanna Jaquish. I didn't think that was gonna get out. But I guess everything does when she swings the bat. Home run number 8 for Sahvanna Jaquish. She has never been more locked in than she is right now.
Get out of here, Sahvanna Jaquish. This is an off-speed drop thrown by Hovinge. She's a specialist at going down in the zone, Jaquish. We saw her at 2 home runs off of Cat, and she did the same thing against Hovinge. Just goes down to get it. Wow. Wow, Eric.
Incredible.
Incredible.
So far this weekend, 4 for 6 with 4 homers. McClenny trying to go back-to-back, and she has another back-to-back for Team Hayward. Jaquish and McClenny. Second consecutive game that they go back-to-back on consecutive pitches.
Wow. I mean, that's right down Main Street. Look at that pretty swing. And I tell you, it's contagious. Looking at how well they did yesterday, they've carried that into today. And then you look at Sahvanna Jaquish as well. And Haley McClenny wanted to join the fun.
McClenny now has 3 homers on the year. She is a triple away from the cycle. Team Hayward wins this inning. That'll be 10 more points for Jaquish, 150. If they win the entire game, that's 200. And if she's MVP 1, that is 60 more. So potentially 260 points on the afternoon for Jaquish.
I don't know how you can't not give her MVP 1. That is a difficult thing to do, to hit 4 home runs in 2 days. I mean, it's not easy.
And now she's got the catcher's gear on again. She had taken it off to play first base last inning. Taylor Edwards into right field, playable. Catch made by Jackson. So Hannigan calms things down by getting Edwards to sky to right. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Leading by 4, Samantha Shao. Team Hayward won yesterday 4-1 over Team Osterman. First time that Kat Osterman on any team that she has been on has lost. She's now 9-1 in 10 games. And keeping the momentum going here on a Sunday afternoon. Team Hayward has banged out 7 runs, 9 base hits, with 4 homers. 2 by Jaquish right there. Homer by Shao back in the 3rd inning. And just a moment ago, a homer by Haley McClenny. Two balls and a strike to Shao. Three and one. Still have another game coming your way. Our nightcap, we're going to see a pitcher we've never seen before. Trish Parks is going to get the ball for Team Osterman. Trish Parks going for Team Osterman. Jessica Burrows getting the ball for Team Warren. Jesse Warren's teams have always been competitive, animated. That'll be a tough out. Payoff pitch. Spoiled right side.
It'll be interesting to see if they keep Shao in the circle. With a 4-run lead, you'd think it would be good, but sometimes in this league, you never know.
Deep to left field. This one is gone. Second homer of the day for Shao. A 3-homer inning for Team Hayward. Samantha Shao now with 5 homers on the year. And that ball is absolutely scalded. Blistered.
And that one would have hit Patchkoff in left field, I think. This was just a taser hit to left. Rise up in the zone, was able to get up on top of that.
So Shao now with a 3-hit game, 2 homers and a single, and she's pitched. Came out of the pen and got an important out when this game was still in doubt back in the bottom of the 6th inning. She is in the mix for one of the MVPs. Stewart into left field. This one is playable for Reed. Stays in the ballpark side, is retired. To 3 is our score as we play the bottom of the 7th inning. Team Hayward trying to pick up a win in 2 consecutive days. Haley McClenny, a homer just a moment ago, now out in center field. Samantha Shao, who actually pitched for a brief period the 6th inning, hits a homer, and now she's back over at first. And in the circle, for the first time, Kamalani Dung. Dung pitching to the captain for Team Reed, Janie Reed.
Kamalani Dung has been pretty effective coming into games. Throws the ball pretty hard. Locates it and spots it well.
Team Reed just looking for base runners, and I think that Janie Reed upset with herself. That was soft coming in, and she spun away from it.
Well, Dung, 10.2 innings pitched on the season, 0-0 with that 6.56 ERA.
One ball and 2 strikes.
What's allowed Dung to have some success is the fact that she goes up in the zone. Not a lot of pitchers in this league do. You saw Kelly Barnhill a little bit, but before that, not many had gone up. And when you can really go up to down, east, west, it makes it a lot more difficult as a hitter when you're constantly finding yourself guessing.
2-2. Dung and Reed, both Pac-12ers. Reed played at Oregon. Dung, Cal Golden Bear. Counts full. All right, a 4-run lead. Make it a 5-run lead with 3 outs to play. You basically just have to fill out that strike zone.
I mean, with this lead of 8-3, I mean, I'd rather throw it right down the middle than walk her. Challenge her, see what she can do with it.
On the ground is short. Ramirez. Reed is retired. Reed's had a tough weekend. She's now 0 for 6 with the bat in her hand. And that's the first out here in the 7th inning. Here's Kaylee Clifton. Clifton got the 3-run 6th inning started by getting hit with a pitch. Didn't even flinch. The pitch actually bounced before it got to her. Dung, born in Hawaii, the 50th state. Where's number 99?
A fun fact about her, which got you a little excited last night. She got the Hawaiian pizza from where?
Oh my goodness. She got pizza last night for dinner, had it delivered, saw a picture of it. We're in Chicago, she got Chicago deep dish, but because she's from Hawaii, she got Hawaiian pizza,
Better
Canadian
believe she
bacon and
did.
pineapple.
That made your night.
It did.
And it also made me realize what I'm going to have for dinner. So a little Giordano's.
Cheat day, huh?
Yeah, cheat day.
3-0. All right, Dung. A 4-pitch walk with a 5-run lead. Uh-oh. Victoria Hayward. It's not what she signed up for. There's no one in the bullpen if things start to go sideways. Haley Wagner is a possibility, but
You see her, Vic, she goes, we're good, we're fine.
I think some people really enjoy, and having the captaincy brings out something in them, and I think Hayward shines being a captain.
She does, and she's coached in her past, but she also played at the University of Washington and played for one of the best pros in the game in Heather Tarr, and learned from her. When you have people that really are just solid leaders, it instills that in you to continue to be a leader, whether that is on the softball field or in your everyday life. And, you know, I was lucky enough to play for Coach Tarr too, and it's pretty special what she's able to give to you. It's almost as if you're her child when you get there. You learn from her. She's one of the best.
Ball and a strike to Monroe. Only one official at bat for Monroe. She popped up to short in the 3rd. She was pinch hit for in the 6th inning by Sammy Fagan. 2-1.
Well, and that's the pitch right there that I question. You know, that 1-1 count, just going way up in the zone, like not even close. That's what we have to just sharpen up. With a 5-run lead, we can't be going rise ball 1-1 and not locating that in and around the strike zone.
3-1. Well, Monroe is a double play candidate. We've already seen a couple of double plays turn this afternoon. Right-handed hitter, catcher speed. This could, no, ball's not handled by Dung. That looked like that had a chance to be 2 if it was turned quickly, but instead nobody is out as Dung can't get a handle on it. Runners first and at second. An error on Dung.
This is just one of those plays that needs to be made, and
I think if she just did an Olay and missed the ball totally, that could have been a double play.
for sure, I agree. I think Ramirez, obviously, you know, she'd be right behind there able to make that play. But what's difficult as a pitcher, it's that natural reaction. A lot of times people will say to a pitcher, like, don't react to it, get out of the way, let shortstop or second take it. But when a ball's flying at you, sometimes it can be difficult to not want to grab it.
Jasmine Jackson. 1 ball and 1 strike. These two familiar with each other. They both played at Cal. Jasmine Jackson finishing at Cal with a business degree. Clifton and Monroe on the base paths in front of her. The official score has made the ruling that that ball hit by Monroe was indeed an error. An E1. Jackson chases a pitch. Second out of the inning.
Clutch strikeout by Dung. I mean, this is way down in the zone. Ooh, she got Jackson chasing. Clutch strikeout, 2 outs, runners on first and second.
So we'll go back to the top of the order. 4th at bat for Kylan Becker. Little soft to the third baseman. Urtez, no play there. Becker scoots down that line. Infield single. Uh-oh. So the bases are loaded for Amanda Chittister, who has her confidence back. Chitty, her first homer an inning ago, a 3-run homer, bats with the bases loaded. Home run swing comes up empty, 1-1.
And something to think about too. I mean, if you're Dung and you're in this situation, it can feel like there's a lot of pressure, bases loaded. But at the end of the day, a grand slam, they're still behind. So that needs to be what's in the back of your mind. Focus on what I need to do with Chittister. Even if she were to get a grand slam here, we would still be in the lead. It's not always the best way to approach it, but I think sometimes that can just calm the nerves a little bit as a pitcher to say, all right, still got a great cushion, focus on my job.
She's 1 pitch away from getting the win. Ball and 2 strikes. That'll do it. Chittister chased the pitch outside the strike zone, and Dung, walking on that high wire, doesn't fall off. Loads the bases and finally retires the side without a run scoring. It is back-to-back wins in consecutive days for Team Hayward. This one an 8-3 final score.
What a good job by just the pitching staff. You look at Kelly Barnhill. Sam Shao came in to get that 1 out she needed, and then Kamalani Dung to come in and just shut the door. I mean, hats off, Team Blue, Team Hayward, they're feeling it.
Shouldn't get lost in the shuffle. Kelly Barnhill, by far the best we've seen in the first 4 weeks for her. She was phenomenal, picks up the win. Barnhill is now 2-0 on her season. But one of the big hitting stars, 2 consecutive days. How about Sahvanna Jaquish?
It's pretty special.
Sahvanna Jaquish joins us now. It's Sahvanna, congratulations. Man, have we been impressed. You seem absolutely locked in. Have you ever been this locked in your life before?
I don't think I've swung it this well before ever, but I am enjoying every second of it, so I hope it stays.
Sahvanna, I mean, as much as today was great, I got to go to yesterday with the 2 home runs off of Kat. That was pretty special. Take me through your approach against a player like Kat.
I mean, it's just a dogfight with Kat. It's every single pitch, every inch, whatever you can think of. Every time I step in the box, it's a competition. So hats off to her.
And then going into today, just add in another 2 bombs to the list. I mean, when you were going up for your last time, what was the mentality saying, all right, I've already had 3 home runs. Is there any chance I can get another?
Yeah, I didn't know that they were going to throw to me, and they decided to, so I decided to swing. So that was the plan.
Sahvanna, absolutely fantastic watching you over the last couple of days. You now have exactly a batting average of 500 on the nose. Pretty cool 4 weeks into the season.
Atta baby.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Our pleasure. All right, Sahvanna, Jaquish.